Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I want to do a quick little video. I will be going out of town, so unfortunately, last minute video recording, so not much editing, but it is going to be a video on who should you T20 to give these special little links to, you know, like the plus 200 SP, plus 200 attack, etc, etc. So if you guys are new, this is probably going to be a video more made for you, and obviously it kind of changes depending on where you are in the game. Like, are you doing guild quests, are you doing limit breaker, etc, etc. So without further ado, let's hop running in. If you guys enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go. So for the main thing, I think the biggest thing is probably guild quests. I do end up having a PvP video. I don't know if this will be going out before or after, but I do end up link leveling them, you know, giving everyone plus 120 or 200 attack and then 120 defense. And honestly, it kind of cooked. It really helped. But I think that the main thing that this thing was meant for is mainly for guild quests. So as you can see from the last week's, I can't even check, but from the last weeks, you wanted some NAD characters, and most weeks you're going to want a normal attack damage character. So like, let's see, no affiliation. Okay, I don't know exactly the weeks. So we have hollow. So if we go to a hollow, let's go to hollow. If we go here, boom, boom, hollow killer. So what are some NAD characters that you could potentially, okay, so like the Shinji, he would be a really good side booster most likely, unless maybe next week is like a certain resistance, like melee resistance. But either way, as you can see, this is a NAD character, and what you would want to do in guild quest is try to get him over 4,500 attack with all your accessories and your links and whatnot. So you would end up getting his NAD links, which if you go here, you know, you go here, purple, 6-star, and then since he's a booster, maybe you will give him recharge as well. But let's just say for the sole sake of it, you're trying to make him have as much normal attack damage as possible. Boom. So you get the 3 normal attack damage links. The Soifon is an excellent link. And then probably another one, 30% with Kisuke. And then let's go back up to the top. My Masaki is T20. So you would do this. These would probably be your 3 links you would want. Obviously it depends on your box, and obviously you want to sort by attack. Boom, boom, bang, boom. Okay, I'm just going to change to the Shinji because this is actually doing nothing for the stats, and then you would end up building them with the attack. I'll be right back as I build it. Oops. Alright, so we are back. So as you can see, he is only T10, by the way, so I will T20 him to show you the difference. I'm not going to T20 all these links yet. I don't know if I have enough for it, but as you can see, he's only at 2,400 attack. So, and he is 5'5", so, you know, obviously I could get it way higher. This is an extra 500 attack right there. You could reroll this to get another extra 500 attack, but for the sake of it, you do probably either need a 5'5" character, or you're going to need these links in order to increase it. So with these links, I believe someone said on stream, if after you do the calculations and, you know, you do the old guild quest strat, you know, with the hollow bait and the double chappy, instead of the 180 attack, you know, you would get 180 because each link would give you 200 attack. You get 30% of it. You know, it's not that much. It's like 60, 60, and then 60, so you get 180. But then if you use all these accessories, you do end up getting about 700-ish extra attack. So that is basically a whole nother plus 10 on top of it. So it's a huge increase, and I think that's mainly what this is used for, to make your guild quest NAD characters hit harder. Now obviously it's meant for your SP characters as well, so that way, you know, characters like my Unohana can really shine. Like, I ended up giving all of these characters plus 200 SP. Okay, why is that there? Oh, I was looking at attack. I was like, why is it not showing anything? That's why. So right here, we're going to have about 3,865 more SP. And then what we can even do is we can do this, get even more SP if you really wanted to, instead of, like, you know, just going for the nuke, which honestly, I don't know if the nuke is going to be as good since, you know, you can't nuke through multiple waves. 4,428 SP. You could even probably change this to something else, but I think this is fine as of right now. Like, I gave them plus 200 SP and the plus 400 focus. So the focus is doing pretty okay. Nothing insane, unfortunately, because there's no good focus builds, but it does help. It does help. As you can see, my focus overall is 1,300. If you don't know, if you're over 1,000 focus, you have more crit damage. 1,000 focus is guaranteed crit chance, so that's why you want it. But the SP boost is insane, so I highly recommend giving your SP character in Guild Quest plus 200 SP and then plus 400 focus is probably what I would give. I don't believe the attack stat scales as high as the focus, so that's what I would do. Now, obviously, if we go away from Guild Quest, I think it's mainly just going to be you're going to be using SP characters for the most part. All three of these characters are SP, so I would give all of Aizen's links plus 200 SP plus 400 focus. Obviously, you do have to T20 them. So, for example, the main characters that you would probably want to use on an SP character would be as follows: reduced strong attack cooldown and full stamina damage boost. So, all of these characters, I would say, would want the 200 SP as the link and then probably the 400 focus. Now, obviously, maybe you use some of these characters, even though looking at them realistically, I don't think I would use a singular one. They all just look like a link in my eyes, to be honest. But then there's also the other links that would probably benefit from the exact same link T20 skills is the full stamina recharge. Now, this one's a bit different because there are obviously more of them. Like Yoruichi, I would just give the 200 SP and then full stamina damage. There's obviously more, but other than that, like even Yoruichi, most people probably aren't going to be using. Nobody will be using. Aizen, I don't think anybody would be using. It's literally like only Unohana. She's like the only one because, you know, she's not a old resurrectionable character. She's new. So I think her is a bit different, but obviously this is about the T20 characters, and all these characters are good links. So you would T20 them, give them 200 SP, give them 400 focus, and they're going to be insane DPS links. Just absolutely ludicrous. So that is what I would go for. That's realistically about it. Like, you don't really use any other links. Like, obviously there were ones, but like recharge links have just become so much more valuable since Guild Quest, since Limit Breaker. Like, you know, like, and then I guess if you want to talk about PvP, that is 100% like a NAD character only, pretty much. So if we go here, you would probably go for damage reduction. This is like the main one. So character links like the DR20, this is another good example. So I have this, probably could plus 10 these maybe one day, but at least plus 5. But if you go here, I end up giving all of my links attack and defense. So if I'm not mistaken, how much is the attack? It is 200 attack. Okay, my bad. I think I said it wrong earlier. And it's 120 defense. That's what I was thinking of. So that's what you would end up doing. Maybe you could go focus, but I don't think it's as good. I would much rather have a much more tankier team. So you do that to all of your links, and you can see in a later video, probably dropping tomorrow, the day after I post this video, you're gonna have a really, really good tanky team. Like this Ichibe, this link is insane. Damage taken, normal attack damage, give him attack and defense as his T20 ability. That is what I would recommend. Now, obviously, there are a few outliers. So, for example, if you're in Guild Quest and you have a NAD character, but they have a boost. If they have a boost, you would probably give them this, and then they reduce strong attack cooldown and normal attack damage. There's only 2 in the entire game. So, realistically, they would probably get SP and attack for their T20 abilities, which eventually I will probably end up doing. But for the most part, what you'll probably end up giving NAD characters that have the boost SA2 is going to be attack and SP. Now, obviously, you're going to want to prioritize your SP characters more, in my opinion, so that's why maybe you want to get 2 of each Chad. That way you can use it more than once. Because honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I would much rather say get 2 Chads versus getting it 1 5/5 Chad. Unless, you know, one of your favorite characters requires 1 color, then sure, whatever. But in terms of, like, more value, I think that would be the wave. So characters that you have, for example, a SA2 boost, like Mind Lunar Rukia, if we go to her, she has a boost SA2. You would give her links for full standard damage with SP and attack. Now, obviously, no, you always get 2 links. Never mind. You always get 2 bonus abilities. So that's what I would do personally. Give her SP and attack, and that way she does the best of both worlds. Because that way, if you're using that link on an SP character, you still get the SP boost. But if you're using it on a NAD character, you also get the normal attack damage boost. And I think that is pretty much it. You could go attack focus on pure NAD ones. You could, like the normal attack damage and damage taken links. You could do that mainly for GQ because you will end up doing more damage. So, you know, if you go here and you go to links with soul trait, normal attack damage, and then reduce damage taken. If you're not doing like PvP content and the normal attack damage is higher, you could just give this character attack and focus, as this would be an attack based character. It's not like a tanky build as much because it's not a it's not a damage taken minus 20. It's a normal attack damage plus 20. So that's another little thing that you could probably do. So if you have any more questions, comment down below. Hopefully I can see them while on vacation. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. A bit of a rant, but just in case if people wanted a quick little rundown. It's not a fully edited guide or anything. I'm sorry. I would like to maybe later on once we get a bit more knowledge. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also, one small thing for a white. I just remembered Saruji brought this up on stream. If you go to white, he would be a really good example of this. People were asking, should you give him the damage to lacerate or the SP, because you give him either long stride or weaken defense depending on what type of activities you're doing. What scales more, the damage to lacerated enemies or the 200 SP, or potentially full stamina damage on whatever character you're using? Now I think that the damage to lacerated enemies is really good if they already have a really high chance of proccing it, which white does. He has a high chance to proc it, and he already has damage to lacerated enemies, so he gets an extra 40%, which is what I think is really good. And then you could go full stamina damage for even more, but if you're doing limit breaker, which is what this white was being used for, I would give him long stride. But if you're doing, you know, guild quest, I think full stamina damage still outperforms the SP boost plus 200, as long as you can stay at full SP. Full HP, and this white can since he has drain. Now for a character like who increases who does more damage? I think Ichigo. No, but he has that innovator skill. But like if they don't have the increased chance and they don't do extra damage to that typing, I believe the 200 SP is better. I believe. So like Balgo, I don't believe he has anything like that. He has increased chance against hard enemies, so I mean, I guess that's a bit off the table, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I would need a character like Nell. Does she increase her chance? Watch, she does. She has damage to drain, but she only has a frenzy +1 and no increase, you know, damage. So honestly, I would give her full stamina damage and the 200 SP. Like, yes, she has damage to drain, but it's only a 20%. It's pretty low, and she only has a frenzy +1. Nothing super crazy. So, yeah, that is what I would do. Give characters that don't have an increased chance and don't have extra damage, like high scaling, to a certain ailment. I'll give them, you know, the SP and full stamina. Sorry for the little rant. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys learned something from this, and hopefully I didn't fumble. Comment down below if I had some wrong information, or maybe you have a better insight on it. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, take care, and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day.